Gary told me last week that for the first time in years, he doesn't even bother checking stock prices anymore. Now, you might be thinking, sure, what about inflation eating away at my income? That's the beauty of the ladder approach. Those dividend stocks in layer 3, they increased as their payments every year for the last 25 years, even during a recession. Companies like Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, and Coca-Cola have actually raised their dividend payments during recessions since the 1970s. The real estate investments in layer 4, they naturally adjust as rents rise. Last year, with inflation was running hot at like 6%, our real estate layer actually increased payments to 9.5%. Here's something that might shock you as well. While the stock market was crashing 37% in 2008, people with property-built income ladders actually saw their monthly checks increase. During this crazy inflation time of 2022, their income automatically adjusted up while others watched their purchasing power shrink. One of my students, Anthony, actually called me worried that there must be a mistake because his income went up during a market crash. Remember Heather, the retired teacher I mentioned? When she first came to me, she was losing sleep over her retirement. Her financial advisor had her in a diversified portfolio, but all that really meant was that she was losing money in different ways whenever the market dropped. She was withdrawing 5% of her portfolio each year, which meant selling more and more shares when prices were down just to maintain her income. Here's what the first 3 months looked like after building her income ladder. Month 1, $3,425 deposited automatically into her checking account. Month 2, $3,425 deposited automatically, no actions needed. Month 3, $3,425 deposited automatically, plus a $175 inflation adjustment. No checking stock prices, no worrying about the investments to sell, no stress about market crashes. Heather told me she finally feels like a retiree instead of an unpaid portfolio manager. But isn't this complicated, you might be wondering? Actually, it's much simpler than what most people are doing right now. Once your ladder is built, it practically runs itself. Most of my students spend less than 15 minutes a month managing their retirement. Compare that to the hours that they used to spend watching financial news, tracking their portfolios, and worrying about market drops. Let me share something that really opened my eyes about retirement income. The investment world has dramatically changed in the last 20 years. The old advice of just buy and hold stocks worked great when companies paid high dividends. But today, the average stock dividend is less than half of what it was in the 1980s. That means relying on selling stocks for retirement income is riskier than ever.